Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another NTW 3 battle for you today, and this is another glorious custom battle, and this is a 4v4 here on Wavre, which we haven't actually checked out this map yet, and I'm quite excited to check out this map. We're checking it out before we even played the historical battle on this on the channel. So it's going to be interesting to see when the Prussians and the French clash on this battle, when we do the historical battle. As the Austrians fire off their first rounds. Yes, we have 4 Austrian armies here today facing off against 4 French armies. I'm not entirely sure what area the French forces are. I think there might be at least one Spanish campaign. As it always is, the Spanish campaign can usually field a huge army, so it's worth bringing against the Austrians. But yeah, so we have 4 Austrian armies here today, and they're kind of defending this this tree line at the moment. We've got their guns firing off, and kind of defending against the road over here. Going a little bit further down here and going to across over here to defend this village, and this is the village of Wavre itself. There is actually also a potential for an early bit of combat, and there is a little grenadier unit over here of Austrians that has been left on its own to defend over here really. And I'm also thinking that this might be a cause battle, because I've just seen this is Johann and it's like the cause, so I feel like we may have a core battle on our hands. Yeah, we do, in fact, indeed. So we're going to see lots of different French corps, I imagine, as well. So I have no idea what these armies could be, but I mean, it looks like we've got some pretty spanking looking French units around here ready to go. I'm not entirely sure. I hate that they've got rid of the UI, so I can't see what units are what, because I have no clue what these guys are. They could be anything from like just a Legere unit, which I'm pretty sure they are going to be just a Legere unit, to, I mean, they could just also be like Young Guard. Who knows? You never know. I know my units in NTW in like Napoleonic period, but not when it comes to like this. This is just a beige color at the moment of mess. But yes, it seems like the French army. It seems like they're just going to ignore this little building. Probably just going to put like an artillery piece, or I don't know, maybe some grenadiers of their own to try and challenge this building. Who knows? But it seems as though the first area of conflict may in fact be over here. The French are in fact setting up by the looks of it. Got some Legere here getting ready. And there you go. First shots of the battle are away. In fact, some Legere. And they look like they're going up against some, what are they going up against? Some Jaegers. Alright, some Jaegers from Austria. These guys looking pretty mighty fine in their fancy hats. Yeah, we are going to see the multinational Austrian army here today. Austrians known for... Oh no, we have a Polish player here. I thought we had 4 French. I thought that's what the description said, but maybe not. Maybe we have Poland here, in fact. So we have probably Poland. That's probably like Poniatowski's course. In fact, I'm entirely wrong. I do apologize. It is 3 French armies and 1 Polish. Well, that makes it a bit more spicy, a little bit more interesting. That is for sure, to see the Poles here. Always do like to see them on the battlefield. So we will see how they do in today's battle. Poland probably was one of my favourite factions from the Napoleonic period, just because they're badass.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Battling away there. The French have taken a building. Oh, they've just taken the one literally behind us. Okay, fair enough. So they put some Legere in it as well. Just going to entrench themselves here. And it seems as though this is where the main fighting is going to happen, really. It's just going to be over these 2 bridges, you imagine. And you can see here that Austria has been outgunned. His German infantry, in fact, has been routed. It's been routed by, looks like, oh, this is definitely like the Austrian corps, the Austrian army. Sorry, I recognise their uniform. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the Austrians are using corps, because they usually have all their names next to them when they're using a corps, like Bellegarde. And then I saw, obviously we've seen Johann, like John, the Archduke John. But yeah, so this is a strange one. I don't know, maybe they are using corps, maybe they're not. We'll find out at the end. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing NTW3 on the channel and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment show your support. As always, guys, it's very much appreciated. It really does help out the channel as we work towards 6K subs. It seems as though, oh, it looked like Poland was going to make a dash across over there. He's going to make a dash all the way for these Austrian infantry here, but then he's changed his mind. As we can see, there are some Chevaliers here of the Austrians coming up. They are prepping for a counter charge, and you can see Poland, instead of giving up on that charge, is just preparing some more lancers. And it seems as though Austria's also taken a building. They've just taken this one here with some pioneers. Didn't even realise Austria had any pioneers in its army. Yeah, I mean, the German infantry here, big units, 176-man units. They are going to be tough to break down. They're actually pushing back. The French are like giving the ground. They're like, no, we're not interested. Austria is kind of pushing across over here. I mean, the only weakness with Austria's troops is that they usually can't form square. So that's going to be a weakness and a problem for facing the French cavalry. And you can see here, the building has been shelled to pieces. So the Austrian grenadiers are battling on. They are winning slightly. Barely any of them died, to be fair. Jeez, these guys are hardy. Look at these Austrians. They're standing in the fire. They're like, yep, don't even care, I'm on fire. I don't know who they're fighting. Are there any French in there? Oh, there are. There are French in there. Oh, there are French officers stabbing a grenadier. Excellent job there, sir.
Our men are running, sir.
And it looks like they have taken the building. The French have finally cleared out these Austrians. Down to 39 they finished and they broke. So there you go. The first little obstacle dealt with. It's a shame because like that one grenadier unit in a building, if they sent in enough troops, the French, I mean, the French could have had several units broken. They hadn't shelled the building first. Certainly would have helped. But there you go. The French are marching up. They're gonna just do their thing. I can see there is in fact like a little French unit over here. This looks like it's gonna be able to flank the Austrian lines. I mean, if that's alone, that's not that much of a threat. But if there's more units like that just following this direction, Austria's gonna have to turn its flank. It seems like the firefight is really just being intense over down this side. More German infantry just dueling down here, fighting through the smoke. Yes, if you want to join some NTW3 action and you're struggling to find games or you just want to get involved in a really nice community, feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description of the video. And you're all more than welcome to come and join. And you can see actually here that Austria's made a push across the river. France has pushed them back. And now France is countercharging going into this Yankee unit here. Cut them down, boys. Send these Frenchies back to whence they came. Don't know why I went Scottish, but we did. Maybe the Austrians are secretly Scottish. Who knows? The Jaegers did route. Can these Jaegers get off a volley route this French unit? Can't just allow to get out of here. It is. It's going to get out of there. I was going to say when it's on red morale, maybe one volley would have maybe broke it. But no, they managed to get out of there. Sneaky boys. More French ready to go here. The Polish infantry now arriving. And we have cuirassiers here. Good target for the artillery. Already have started to try and dwindle their ranks. I can see a few dead cuirassiers here and there. But Austria, I certainly feel like, has to take a bit of a defensive stance. I don't think they have the ability to take the offensive. Their infantry is just not strong enough in like melee, and it's certainly not strong enough in the musket fight either. They're better just to stand their ground, get the first volley off on the French, and then hope that they can beat them with their numbers. They're looking pretty mighty fine at the moment in their white uniforms, that is for sure. They're still dueling over here. I mean, the Jaegers might be having an okay time with it. They may be actually doing some damage. Well, they are sort of dwindling some numbers, but I don't know. I feel like French Laguerre is maybe slightly better. I honestly have no idea. I don't check the stats of these troops enough. But you can see here, Austria has turned its flank. He was worried about that French unit. It has retreated quite a way. It's in fact a 10-pounder now. Just shelling that position. Just to make sure, you know, the Frenchies, they stay well back. And it's rightly so. I wonder if the Austrians have anything sort of heavy themselves. See a lot of Hussars and Dragoons. I mean, that's also a good choice. Hussars and Dragoons, pretty good. You're not gonna, like, you can't go wrong with them. I'm just wondering if they have anything to deal with those cuirassiers. But maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, a couple of Dragoons can beat a cuirassier unit, so they're not going to worry about too much. But I imagine Poland has got plenty of cav. Like, Poland is known for its cav. So, you imagine that they are going to have plenty. You You can see more Uhlans going out to meet those Chevaliers. Austria on this side has made the offensive. He has actually come across the river. And I think that's probably the right decision. I know I said not to take the offensive Austria like moments ago. But this Austrian army which just stood on this side of the river, standing looking at nothing. Poland has just arrived. Also, Poland is probably the only faction that Austria could probably beat out and out in a battle right now. Like in a line battle. Their infantry is meh at best. It is not great. So this is certainly where France wants to be making the offensive, and they're actually, Austria wants to be making the offensive. France can make the offensive anywhere it wants. I certainly think the best place probably to do it is going to be over on that far side around the tree line. That's just open ground, it's going to be easy. The French just line up and start to gun down any Austrians. Because this seems like it's going to be a messy area for the entire thing. And you can see Austria here, it's already pushing across. We've got some German infantry here. They are already charging into Polish infantry. I imagine the Austrians will break pretty quickly, yet their morale is pretty low. They're really trying to break these Polish units. And Austria's probably thinking, oh, I have plenty of units, I can just throw them into melee. Eventually they'll run out. You've got to be careful. You've got to be careful, Bellegarde. You better probably duel in the Poles in a line battle.
Sir, our general is under attack.
The general's under attack? Oh, he's just getting shelled at, I think, from somewhere. He is actually losing men. John Baptiste. That's like that's the Archduke John. He's getting shelled on pretty hard. This French army has a lot of open ground to cross, and I feel like that's the right move by Austria. Stay here where you are. Like, France has an incredible amount of like ground here to cross for you to try and get a battle. Though France is also pushing on this left flank, which is not a bad idea. There's certainly no Austrian troops over here, bar some cavalry. So this is definitely the best place to try and push with where there's no guns, no infantry. It seems like a sizable force. I don't know if this is an entire army or just like a chunk of this corps. But either way, it's a threat that Austria needs to be aware of. Over here, Austria again making pushes on the Poles, and they've actually managed to win. They've sent some grenadiers in this time. There's actually an artillery piece that's got abandoned here by the French. But yeah, the French managed to counter charge and break those Austrians. It seems like the Austrians are just going to go for an all-out push. Grenadiers here breaking French troops as well. And we have Austrian cav out on this flank here, losing against Polish cav. No surprise here. Poles cav is pretty damn good, and you can see there's another big Polish cav unit coming. This is a bit of a risk though, running to the back of his own troops. He needs to be careful. May just break his own troops, but he has, in fact, the Austrians did break before this cav unit even arrived. And you can see now Austria rushing across his final cav unit on this side, some more dragoons. Needs to be careful. This is a big dragoon unit though, 106 men, jeez. They need to be careful. But yeah, Austria are really pushing hard on this side. They are wanting to bring the fight to France. And fair enough, I did say maybe don't attack Austria, but maybe, screw it, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the best thing they can do is attack. More grenadiers going in here. This is only going against some carabiniers, like some pretty elite light infantry. These guys are. So light infantry that they look like old guard almost. And they are getting shot to pieces by the Jaegers. Jeez. They're probably going to lose that fight and be routed there. That's a brutal volley. Like, if this Laguerre comes out of this alive, I will be surprised. Well, they cannot win. I mean, they are. They've rallied somehow. Oh my god. They took a brutal volley. There are more grenadiers trying to fight them off now. And this is a brutal fight for these bridges. The German infantry here getting charged by, it looks like, some Chasseurs Cheval. They can't bomb square. So once they break through here, I mean, they could be in real trouble. What we've got here, some German infantry that can form square. That's good. And you can see the cavalry is going to try and push it across. There's infantry coming in behind as well. And this is a big push by France now. France has been scared off here. The Carabiniers have finally been routed. We've got the cuirassiers as well rushing in, and they're going after the lines over here. German infantry's not even looking the right way. What are you doing, madmen? Turn around. Cuirassiers here. Look like they've been sort of stalled, to be honest. Big line of French and Polish infantry now appearing. And here we go. Squares being formed. The cavalry and infantry kind of getting stuck in the wrong spots here. They're getting shot on from multiple points now. We've got Dragoons also rushing over. Cavalry's routed. And looks like this Legare will probably rout pretty soon as well. Battling in the streets. And there you go. They've been pushed back across their side of the river, have the French. The cuirasses over here, they're getting stuck in, and I feel like this is not a good sign. They haven't initially broken these units, and it means that they're probably going to be routed. But anyway, even though I'd love to cover on the cuirasses, this front over here has opened up now. The French have made ground, they have pushed up, and they are actually getting kind of brutalized right now. They're like looking like a lot of units getting damaged here. A Hungarian light infantry doing some doing the holding today, and it seems like we've got some hussars as well pushing up. These boys ready to go and fight and die for their emperor. They should be firing canister at this point. I mean, I don't know if they can actually see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they haven't got the greatest angle, but here we go. Austrian and French cav going in. Those hussars going in against. Looks like a Chasseur Cheval. They should win that fight, I imagine, hussars. Maybe not. They seem like they got a pretty good charge. Can this Dragoon unit get it, surround it and get in behind, or go after a general? There's a general just there. They're actually going to retreat, and now the Dragoons are going to go in for round 2. That is not a bad idea. And there you go. They routed those Frenchies pretty quickly. Now can they go in and charge on? It looks like they're going on to the infantry. Good charge here. I mean, one of them definitely formed square. One of them did not. Those hussars, though, I mean, and the Dragoons could go after the general. We also got another cav charge on this side. Has routed infantry. The French cavalry having to shift back across because it's out of position. And there you go. It seems like Austria's going to retreat. Take what gains he got, which is fair enough. He's getting shelled at. He's getting shot at the moment by Hungarian infantry while in square. Square formation, the worst formation you could probably be in while in square. But here we go, big line battle anyway, going back over on this side. This is where all the action right now is going on. And it seems like both sides routing at the moment. It seems like Austria as well, still trying to push across. We've got some Hungarian grenadiers now. Trying to take the fight to the French. Still fighting for this town. Wavre. As I said, the cuirasses have been routed. They've been sent packing. Seems like Austria might have the cavalry advantage at the moment, which is kind of surprising. Because Poland should have more cav. Where is the Polish cav? Tell me, where is your cav? Brave Poles. Where have you left it? French. Being kicked out of Wavre. This is huge. Look at this. French still hold the building, I think. But, yeah, in they go. They're sending in some German grenadiers. But they've actually managed to take the town. I'm really surprised. And we've got a Polish cavalry unit here. That's coming across. So this is going to come and try and slow down the Austrians. Hungarian grenadiers here. Really being aggressive. Trying to get in the faces of these French units here. Look at this. I mean, there's this tiny little French unit here that's been left alone. Abandoned. Yeah, France actually managing to be routed on this side. A volley in the back on these French troops may help this fight because these German infantry here suck. Poles coming in, trying to do as much as they can. Infantry. Oh, okay. Lots of action now going on this side as well. Cavalry engaging against cavalry. It looks like some hussars going in against hussars. And looks like some chasseurs arriving. All sorts going on. And they managed to take the building in Wavre, by the way. Just let you know. But it seems like everything is getting exciting over on this side as well now. Now we got some more hussars going in. So many hussars. And it looks like whoever wins this fight, which looks like it's going to be Austria, probably will dominate maybe the cavalry field. Maybe not. There's
Our
French
men
seem
are
like they've still
running,
got
sir.
plenty. They're sending in more. By the looks of it. They actually lost their guns, which is the whole fight. Well, this whole fight was over with some 5-pounders. That's what it was over. You can see here the French sending in more cav. At this point, if I was Austria, I mean, they have got another unit to send in some more dragoons, but if I was them, I'd honestly maybe just send in an infantry unit, just try and bayonet charge, see if you can rout this cavalry. I mean, they're going into the infantry now, taking on some Grenzes, are the French cav. We've got French infantry here lining up. Looks like this might be like some Italian infantry. Oui, monsieur. Go in. Fight for your emperor. Oui, monsieur. I mean, these troops over here, they may want to think about pushing forward. I mean, there are some French waiting. You could maybe push across the river, maybe, and support your Austrian troops, because the French and the Poles are in real trouble. And I mean, now it's like all the pressure's on the French armies over here to beat the Austrians. To then either force the Austrian troops over here to retreat, or to force, or to like just even up the fight. To be honest, simple as the fight needs evening up. But yeah, it is brutal right now. I mean, Hungarians here they've done Hungary proud. They've been fighting hard, getting their uniform, their white pristine uniforms all bloodied up and muddy. Yeah, you can see France here getting routed slowly but steadily. On this side, though, it seems like France might have the advantage. It seems like they seem to have turned the flank of the Austrians a little bit, and they have to push them back a little bit. I don't know what they've got here. Oh, they got Landwehr. That's never a good sign. I mean, if they just routed this Landwehr, it's like if they just turn the flank and shoot in the flank, Landwehr morale just shatters when you flank it. So with the Prussians, I imagine it'll be the same with the Austrians. Dragoons that they're going to push forward here. Yeah, this tiny little unit's going to form a square. Oh, sprayed by the... what is going on? Oh my gosh, so many men flying. Oh god, those Dragoons are so many men. It's 102 men as well in a unit. What a waste. This huge Dragoon unit's been wasted. And now you can see the French actually pushing forward. They broke square. They need to get the heck out of there. Are they going to re-engage? There you go. In they go. They're going to rout that unit. But was that really worth it? I don't think so. Why did the cannon crew go into combat? That is also a strange move. They could have just maybe got off another volley or just retreated instead. There was also plenty of other infantry that could have saved them. Why did they do that? That was so strange. French now bringing across cavalry to try and contain these Dragoons. And it's all going off. It is all going off. There you go. I think the Dragoons have been routed. And you can see the Landwehr has been routed as well. As soon as that flank was turned, the Landwehr was having none of it. And you can see now they're having to bring up the more hussars, lots of hussars, trying to stop this little French cav unit that is just now causing havoc. Has been routed, luckily. But here we go. On this side as well, you can see Austria now being aggressive. This is an endless amount of cav. Dragoons coming across. Are they going to be able to rout these French? They may be able to. I don't think they can form square. And there you go. They might get all through these units. Can they get infantry in here? I mean, they better not start. Don't fire because you're just going to gun down your own cavalry. Just get infantry in and rout these guys. Help rout these men. This is a big win if you take these guys out. Oh, that could have been such a win. There's so much cavalry, so much infantry there that's just free and able to take out. The hussars now in the back lines. This general here is probably starting to crap himself, probably thinking, oh god. Dragoons here by the looks of it. They're Italian Dragoons of some sort. In the back lines. I wonder if this corps over here is Eugene's. I wonder if that's the case. It might be, because there's like a look. Looks like Italian infantry here. And then here we go. Looks like the the Poles setting up, ready to make a stand here. Go on, boys. Fight for your independence. Napoleon promised it to you. Now fight hard. Oh, we got a general dead though. Whose general has died? Oh, this is like a... Oh, wow. Okay, the French actually managed to get a cav unit in here. And they've taken out a general. They've taken out Bellegarde. That's not good. Bellegarde was the one making the big push on this side. Well, it seemed like he was. Maybe he's not now. We've got Liechtenstein here coming over with some cav, though. He's going to... Well, just make sure there's unit routes. I think Bellegarde's over here. Or maybe it's all Colorado? I think it might be all Colorado now. Bellegarde was making the push on this side. It's not anymore. Now Austria must advance.
The men of the team, sir, must rescue.
Advance. To your deaths, boys. Oh, it's actually morale is getting just hit pretty hard right now, actually, for some of these Austrian units. They're getting hit hard by artillery. Still some pretty decent infantry over here. Still some Laguerre, still some French infantry, which is going to be a pain to take out. Seems like France is also going to push back on this flank. Austria seems like he's making an offensive on generally every front right now. Does seem like France maybe beaten today by the Austrians. Don't see that very often. There's still plenty of time in this battle, and we've got some Cyprus muskets there, so that's a shame. You've gone where your gunpowder is, boys? I don't know. Over on this side as well, it seems like we've got the Hungarians here leading the way along with some Germans. But the Hungarians, in my eyes, doing all the hard work. They've done all the heavy lifting. They held the line. And we're about to see some hussars here push forward. They're going to look for a little gap, in the, well, not a gap in the line, but a unit that can't form square. And there you go. I mean, it looks like this unit can form squares Laguerre. I don't know if they'll break it though. They took a pretty bad volley to the hussars when they arrived. Yep, they did in fact get broken. Now is the time for the infantry to push up. It's getting real close. It's actually going to charge. And in fact, break. A lot of these Austrians have broken pretty much instantly. Don't want to throw it away now, Austria. They may break this French unit though. Either side may break it, and there you go. The French give in first. I can hear, oh, a French cavalry unit. They've still got a tiny little like cavalry unit over here, doing some work, taking out some German infantry. And look at this. Poland is in complete retreat. The French army that was over here is just gone. I wonder if it would have been a better move if, like, say, the French hadn't brought the cuirassiers and they'd allowed Poland to bring more cavalry, and the French just focused on infantry, just bring an infantry spam, because their infantry is pretty good. Poland are not so sure. Here we go, brilliant charge here. Looks like massing in though. I've heard charging multiple units in together is not also a great idea, but we'll see. Seems like it's working for them today. Stab them up, boys! Send them running. Yeah, there you go. They've broken this entire flank here. Austria also got some dragoons in behind. And I don't know if Poland's infantry can form square. I don't think most of it can, from my experience of playing as them. There you go. The Poles actually can counter-charge. The Poles like, you know what? We'll take the fight to you, Austria. I don't know how great an idea that was. They can form square with this unit, though. This must be one of the few that can. And there you go, instead they're going to charge. You can see the morale for Poland just shatters almost instantly. Charging that square formation did not work. The general is still alive though, so they just must be crap units Poland have there. I have no idea, but yeah, it seems like, I mean, look at the bodies on this side. The amount of like cavalry bodies as well, so many dead and dying horses. Seems like France is sort of still making a push on this side. I mean, just it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. It just seems like It just seems like Austria's allowing them to make a push. They're like, yeah, come attack us. We prefer that. And I feel like that's what Austria should be doing. Austria should be allowing France to attack them. Like, even still, you don't want to risk it. Like, Austria, I feel like, on the defense is much better than on the offensive. Then again, we've just witnessed an Austrian offensive there. It's gone magnificently well. But again, that was against Poland, in my opinion. I think most of that was against Poland. So, and that's the weak link in the chain, in my opinion. Lost to the look at this Austrian battery going on here. 5-pounder, 10-pounder, another 10-pounder. Just line them all up, boys, and just start shelling. Look at them. Austrians, though. I mean, I just like looking at the ranks sometimes. Rank 1 rank of Austrians looks awesome. But yeah, here we go. Poland and Austria now having their final duel, I'd imagine. It's not really a duel, though. It just seems like it's going to be a massacre for Poland here. In their glorious uniforms. Oh, they do look sexy. And the general dismounted. I feel like if you want to flee, sir, this is not the best idea. If you want to flee and get out of here, not a good idea. Stay on your horse, run for your life. Is this a French general here? I think this is. I think this is what caused the collapse of the French army. I think the French general routed. I wasn't even aware that he routed, to be honest. Showed my battle awareness, maybe. Here we go. Dragoons coming in. Form and square. Stop them. I mean, if you just go into the back, just go round and then just go and hit the general. You can't hit him. You can't save him. And now Poland's actually going to counter-charge. Like, for Poland! Charge! There we go. Brave, mad Poles. Yes. Quite. Is it bravery or madness? Who knows? But here we go. We're going to charge Polish squares. Pretty good idea to charge squares, to be honest, with infantry. I don't think they fight as well. You can see Austria now coming into back lines, running into the back of these Poles, routing them. They've taken this flank on this side. Now it's just time to mop up the rest of the Poles and then push on for this town here, where France does have a couple of units and a general, but not much. But it honestly looks like France may be about to get encircled here. Well, if not encircled, it's certainly cut off from his own lines. He actually still has a sizable force here to the French. There's actually quite a lot of French here. Actually battling on, and the Grenadiers here actually are kind of winning this fight. Excellent. Heinrich Kappy. I feel like Kappy's the least Austrian name I've ever heard. We've got some Italian Dragoons going to the back here. Again, charging in the back of their own troops. This seems like an absolute mess in this forest here. Absolute mess. And it seems like, I'd say it's going in favour of the Austrians. They've got plenty of Grenadiers here. Oh, so many Grenadiers. It's like 4 units of Grenadiers in this one space. Yeah, I don't see France coming out of this one alive. I don't know. I don't know how great they are, but they can certainly form square. Which is what some of them are doing. Just to avoid these dragoons. There you go, they've routed most of these troops. I don't know what's left in here. It looks like the Dragoons are one of those units. No, they just routed, I think. Oh boy, it's an absolute chaos. And that may be the nail in the coffin for this French army, because now these 4 Grenadier units, I think it's 4. Maybe it's 3. Might be 3, in fact. I may be miscounting at this point. Getting too excited about the battle. But yeah, these grenadiers anyway, they can flank around. Oh no, it is definitely 4. There's one here. Yeah, these grenadiers here can flank around and now just hit down the flank.
We have killed their general.
And there's a general dead.
Now they must break.
Oh, that's got to be Poland, you imagine? Yeah, that's got to be Poland. Poland's just lost his gen. Sad times. But yeah, now this is where the main fight's going on, and as you can see, it seems as though like, well, I don't know, maybe Austria can't flank them. It seems like Italy has pulled up a few like guard units by the looks of it. This is either a guard or a grenadier unit. There's some more Italians here by the looks of it as well, some Swiss. I'm not quite sure. The red uniforms could be Italian or Swiss. I'm going to say Italian by the look. The general vibe of this army seems like it's an Italian force with some French troops like assigned to it. Like I said, I think it's Eugene's corps. The French low on morale, low on hope. It's always good to see the Frenchies struggle. Sometimes I often see them rolling over armies, left, right, and center in NTW3. It's good to see them actually face a good challenge. And you see the 10-pounders here arriving just in the nick of time, just as the French start to rout as well, unfortunately. The artillery arrives just as the infantry pushes forward. They just can't catch up. Just cannot catch up. Yep, seems like Austria is now going to just fall on this poor little infantry unit here. It might be an Italian unit, I don't know. Or maybe just a basic French unit, but they may as well hide in this building. There aren't men in it. I'd hide in there. But as you can see, yeah, they look like they're going to get cut off. These French units here, no hope of getting back to their own lines. Still got a artillery piece over here. It's a big artillery crew. I think artillery like uniforms may be some of the best looking in a weird way. They're all, certainly the French ones, they often look very fancy. I mean, Napoleon was an artilleryman after all. He did look after his artillerymen. Some of the best paid and best supplied troops, bar the guard. I can hear cavalry coming though. I think I can hear cavalry on, no maybe not. No, maybe it's just charging it. Oh, it's just charging infantry, isn't it? Yep, it's just charging infantry. And here we go. We've got the Grenadiers up against, I think, Grenadiers of Italy. I think they guard a Eugene Green. So these must be the Grenadiers, these ones. Seeing some Italians getting broken already, some packing. And there you go, the Grenadiers get broken, and now it's just this one line infantry left on its own. I don't think they're going to last. Flee for your lives! Back to Italy, we chose the wrong side. It was actually quite apt, because the Austrians used to hold Italy. And now, obviously, and then France conquered it. So it's quite apt that the Italians would be regretting fighting the Austrians. They're like, oh god, we should have stayed under our overlords. How much we're going to get punished for fighting against them. Yep, here we go. It's the final push, really, by Austria. They're still fighting over here. How has this French unit got behind? I'm not quite sure. I mean, all it needs is a charge from the Grenadiers here, and they're dead. Yeah, I think this is an Italian unit. It's not a Swiss unit by the looks of it. Looks of their uniform. I think this is Eugene over here. He's in real trouble. He's in real trouble. Napoleon's stepson. Oh, I don't know what these guys are. Are they like a German or something? It's like a, I don't have no idea. These are like they got like the revolutionary style hat going on. putting a brutal volley into the flank of them, though. These guys are like, can we just turn and fire at them? And their officer's like, no! Shoot at the men in front of you. Don't care about the ones on the flank. They can't hurt you. But they very much can. They can very much hurt you. And there you go, they routed that unit. There you go, they've routed as well the French unit.
And they've
killed a general? No, oh yeah, there was still a general over here, wasn't there, on this side of the river, on this in this village here. But it seems as though Austria's dealt with him. It's actually more than I thought back here. This is actually double what I thought. There's 2 units back here defending this little village, which I have no idea what it's called. Limal. And then you go, oh, Austrian cav. I didn't think there was much left, but there's still some dragoons, and they come in to deal with the general here, and they've killed, I think, what must be Eugene, and I mean, that must break the French army. Yeah, the French army is broken entirely on this side. And there you go, that one swift move just did the job. That's all it took. There is actually troops in this building as well. Looks like some line infantry, maybe, of some sort. Maybe. There you go, Austrian cav coming in, dragoons. They'll rout these two French units, and then it's just taking this village. Taking this, we're taking this little building. So many men stuck in this burning doorway. They're like, ah, it's so hot in here. Get us out. I'm not sure. This might be a grenadier unit, you know. It might be a grenadier unit. I'm not entirely sure. But it's gonna have bad morale, I would have thought. What did they send in? What did the Austrians send in? They just sent in some Germans. Thomas von Brady. Not a very Austrian name either. What's going on there? Oh, the French still have a unit out here? Or is this the remains of the units in the building? I think it might be the remains of the units in the building. And the French have been broken, I think. No, they're still in the building. Oh my gosh, they fight on, don't they? I don't know why it's getting a little laggy now. There you go. I think we're going to need some grenadiers. Get some of those 4 grenadiers over here, because the French just refuse to leave this goddamn building. Or get some artillery up to just shell the building. One or the other. You got Johann von Krakowski. He's here. He's here representing today. He's going to make sure that the men have as much morale as possible. Anyone who does a pot shot from his building could take out the general if they wanted to. I mean, they wouldn't win the battle, but it's a small victory. And it seems like this grand Austrian army that was over here is slowly getting just worn down by this one building here from the French. This is what I mean. Like, this is what the Austrians could have potentially done to the French. But the grenadiers did in fact fail. Just put a few volleys in there. I think they'll rout them. Might be the better way to do it instead of just charging in. Austria, like I said, kind of sucks in melee. They've done well, but that's mainly against the Italians. Against proper French units, different story, really. At least I think these are proper French units, and maybe an Italian unit as well. They certainly look like they might be grenadiers. So they might be Italian grenadiers. I have no idea. I'm guessing. But there you go, the building's been taken. And there's still something left? Whoa, God. Alright, I'm just going to fast forward now, because this is just going to just take 2 seconds. I mean, surely Austria, just with their dragoons, just run down these light infantry. And also, well, it looks like a line infantry unit here as well that's returned. You should just run to France. Go home. Don't stay here. There you go. Routed 1 unit, on to the next. And then that should be the battle, I think, because I don't think any other French units were smart enough to return. And there you go. And there you go. A victory for the Austrians. So yeah, this one was sent in by, I believe it was sent in by Clarky Boy, who was playing as Johann. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was sent in by Clarky Boy. So thank you very much for sending this one in. It was a really, really fun battle to check out. And yeah, I mean, you got most kills as well, 1600. Very, very good. So yeah, there's different cores. So we had Johann here, 12.0, Bellegarde 9.0, Kalarat 7.0, and Liechtenstein 11.0. So Poniatowski, Victor, Guvin, Saint-Cayer, and Lands as well. So they actually had, yeah, we had the Austrian corps, then had the Spanish, like 2 Spanish corps, which I thought was the case. Some reason I thought the Italians were here. There were certainly Italian units. Don't think the Italian, like I thought there might be Eugene, but it wasn't Eugene. So there you go. And then we had the Austrian corps as like the Austrian campaign, Poniatowski as well with his Poles. So there you go. There we go. We learned who there was in the end. But we have some pretty decent kills here. We got like 144 kills. Sorry, with Herzog, who's yeah, these are certainly like the Hungarian troops that are holding the hill for so long against those French troops. Very well done by the Hungarians. But there you go. There are the kills if you want to have a look at them. Pretty decent kills there all around. But there you go, guys. That is today's NTW 3 battle. I hope you guys did enjoy. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.